Heard this one.
Finish it.
There's 4.
There's a white cat laying on the ground. How many teeth does it have?
Yep. I've heard it.
Finish it.
Oh, I don't know.
He knows an awful lot about black cock, but nothing about white pussy, dude.
Yes.
That's
Well
a good
done.
one, isn't it?
Tyler got him.
I knew it
a
about
guy down
halfway
at a guy down at Bluebird in Fort Valley, Georgia, told my boss that joke.
Yeah.
So, my joke isn't that bad, but I heard it the other day. It says, "Did you know Paul Walker had dandruff?"
Oh God!
Yeah, they found his head and shoulders in the glove box.
Oh God! Dude.
Shit. Holy shit.
I mean, that's on a different level. That's worse.
We're going to get fucking canceled.
I heard it the
Nah,
other
dude,
day.
if
That
we
was just
haven't gotten
that was just a
canceled yet.
repeat.
If we haven't gotten canceled yet, it's not going to
We'll be
happen.
fine.
Probably
Yeah.
not. Like I said, I heard that one. It was definitely like a repeat. I stole it.
I'm excited about tonight.
I got
I'm
contacts
excited.
today.
Usually we don't bring the guest right in, but here's Jimmy.
Hey,
Jimmy
Hey,
Norton.
again.
Jimmy Norton, our friend, back to the podcast, second time.
Yep. Second time.
Now the episode will be titled just Mind Snacks Podcast with Jimmy Norton.
Hell
Instead
yeah.
of alone
'Cause
together.
We've changed some things. You
You guys are moving up. I like it.
we are moving up.
More organized.
That is,
More
more
efficient.
organized, better looking on screen. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I continue to learn how to use this.
I'm starting to
shit.
catch you. Like I just noticed that. I'm starting to catch you, dude.
In the white.
Yeah, in the whiteness.
Jimmy, you're nowhere close to me.
Bro. Yeah.
No. I mean, you're. I would give you equally, if not more, cool. But you got a long way to go, buddy, for the white.
Yeah.
You really think so?
Sean B's got a lot of white.
I got
Dude,
holy
like,
Santa Claus shit going on
I
right here,
mean,
bro.
I've got quite a bit of gray, like in my sideburns, dude.
Yeah, like if I take my hat off right here,
In
look
your
like I got a
chops?
haircut.
You can't see it really because my hair's blonde, but like
Yeah.
it's very prominent.
Yeah,
like if you get close.
I'm salt and pepper on the side and thinning on top. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I ain't
great.
thinning anywhere. Yeah.
I made fun of Shane Poole for all those years about being bald.
Here you go.
And it
This
caught me.
is your
But
payback.
guess what? Hey, if you ever look at him, he used to make fun of me for being fat too. But look at him.
I know.
Oh my god.
Hey,
At least-
he's
at
fattening
least-
up.
At least you can wear. At least you have a beard, right? Like
Yeah.
bald people with beards can pull it off.
Oh yeah.
If you
What,
if
being
you,
fat?
no, just being bald.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
bald and the beard,
I feel
yeah.
like we can pull off being fat pretty well,
yeah.
too, bro.
I mean, yeah, they can
You know what I'm
pull it.
saying?
Pull off anything.
yeah, but yeah, if you-
Whatever.
if you can grow a good beard, you can be bald.
Yeah. Like if I cut mine, it's patchy. I got to let mine grow.
But you do.
Honestly.
You see mine fucking from that little video, Sean?
Dude,
my evolution of my white. My
he
Joe
looked
Jones.
Amish at some point.
It was a bad beard, dude.
Like, it was.
I feel like it looked way worse, like on camera and in pictures, than it did in real life.
You did well with it, though. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you did well with it.
That was
It
just a
fine.
no shave November that turned into whatever.
Yeah.
Too
The
late.
evolution of your beard and your hair.
Yeah.
And my beard, like, one clip was full beard. The next clip, I'm clean shaven. I don't even like my face.
Yeah, dude.
I have been told recently to not shave my face.
I would always keep something like that, dude. You just rock it. You rock it good.
I mean,
For the longest time, I rock like just the goatee.
Yeah,
I mean,
me
like,
too.
I shut everything, and I
me
was like,
too.
This is all that I can really grow effectively.
I, for so long, couldn't grow this.
I wish I could grow like one of those fucking like 30 stashes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you go down to the Commons Mall and go upstairs and look at like those old like mayors and police chiefs and shit, and like their
Oh, yeah.
stashes are just fucking looks like a walrus on their
caterpillar.
face.
like a
Yeah,
caterpillar across there.
I wish I could grow one of those.
So, I'll tell you, Ryan Christie says, fat head, my favorite dude.
Yeah, that's a great dude.
Yeah.
I met that dude in high school, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I guarantee he eats buffalo boneless wings, fries, and a sweet tea from Applebee's. Put your paycheck on it. That's how bad. That's how bad it was. Dude. Him and Trey.
Every time.
How long were you in the service industry?
So I did 2 stints. I felt like it was prison.
The
I did 2
beast.
stints. Yeah, the first time was I think 6 years, and
Yeah.
the second one was like not long.
Did you ever go through the thing where you'd see people in public and they're like, "Hey, Jimmy," and you're like, "Hey, Crown and Coke."
Yeah. Yep.
Do it all the time.
100%.
Do it all the time.
Hey, I still had regulars. I can tell you what they drink right now.
Right.
And I haven't been in Applebee's in 10 years.
Their fucking
Ryan.
name? Got no clue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got no clue. I skipped a step and I feel really bad about it.
You didn't ask me how I was.
Tyler, me?
We
How you
could've-
doing?
I mean, I'm doing good.
No. I can't skip this step.
I'm doing good. I got contacts today.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
you said that.
Got contacts today, so I can see. Like I can actually see. It's weird.
So
Like
now,
my
you
eyes.
don't really wear glasses that much.
No.
So have you just
No.
always been blind as shit?
Yeah. No, I have glasses. I never really
Yeah.
wore them because I'm like, yeah, you know what? They're not. My vision's not that bad.
Yeah.
Well, it got that bad, right?
Yeah.
Like I started realizing, like, man, I can't read a street sign anymore, right? So I'm like, and I only wore glasses like at work, like or whatever, or if I was on my computer a lot or whatever.
Yeah.
But I went to the doctor today, and the eye doctor, and I'm like, yeah, I feel like I need to wear them all the time, so I should probably just get contacts, so I don't have to worry about like safety glasses at work and shit like that. And she's like, yeah, whatever. And then my old prescription, I told her what my old one was, and she's like, yeah, you're going to notice a change with this one. I'm like, okay. And I put these in. I'm like, holy fuck, this is what the world's supposed to look like, dude.
Yeah.
So
it's nuts.
You just have been seeing things not clear forever and didn't even know it.
It's been fucked, dude. Like, I can drive at night now. And not that I didn't before.
That's how I know I need them.
Not that I didn't before. Yeah. But now I can do it good, dude.
So the only thing that pisses me off at night are those LED lights. Like I love them to see, but when people have them, I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
I hate you. I hope you wreck.
Yeah.
Only because I can't see, because I have an astigmatism too.
It's
Dude, the astigmatism is the worst, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what they
So
told me.
At night, it's like,
They're basically they're like, yeah, here you go. And then I had to do like a little training of putting them out and putting them in or whatever, taking them out, putting them in. The doctor put them in the first time, like she put them in and then checked my eyes or whatever. She's like, yeah, you're gonna be fine. So did that. It's pretty awesome. I can see very fucking. It's weird being able to see this good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I was driving on the way here. I'm like, oh my god, I can fucking see all the snowflakes and shit. Beforehand, it was like a fuzzy TV when it was snowing out. But yeah,
That's crazy. I've been told that my vision will at some point go.
They corrected me to 2020. Like some people can't correct to 2020.
So I'm
without
correction, 2020 in one eye, 2015 in the other.
Yeah, that's good.
Without
good.
correction.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
it's unreal.
I think Allie, she got LASIK, but she's 2010 now.
But I fucking like completely. I take it for granted. Like I've always just been able to see shit, everything.
Right. Yep.
And
I didn't realize how how shitty I couldn't see stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. The only thing that scares me now is sometimes I'll wake up in the morning if my bedroom's dark and I'll grab my phone because usually I have a text from Elena like we're on our way. Like, and I'm like, ugh, but I think it's just because I'm waking up.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, your people.
Or iPhones go completely fucking dark when it's dark.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
See, you can turn the setting off or whatever.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
like adaptive brightness. Allie always has hers like so low, and she's like, "Hey, look at this." I'm like, "Yeah, I can't fucking see anything on it." Turn the brightness up.
How? And like when I'm driving at night and trying to read text messages,
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm over here like, what
when
the
you're
fuck?
on, when you're on a closed course.
Yeah. Controlled environment. Professional driver.
Professional driver. Allegedly,
Yes.
he's in Mexico when he does all this.
Yeah. Right. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
dude.
Well, that's cool though, man. I'm glad you
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah. It was a good
Welcome to
time.
the world.
Saturday we had a little soiree at Patrick's house. That
Yeah,
was
we went
fun.
to Patty's house. That was Sunday, but it's cool.
Oh, Sunday. Saturday, me and him went and got the wings. That's why I thought Saturday.
I have to tell you, many people that I showed were most impressed by the Fry Pappy.
The Fry Pappy, it's in the back of the truck. I just went and picked it up from Patrick's on the way here.
Yeah,
But the Fry Pappy's badass, dude.
it's badass.
The one you built.
Yeah. Well,
It's an old witch's cauldron.
So my grandma,
I gotta put this on the screen.
before she passed away, gave
So-
me a pot, like
Okay.
a number 20, like big
Big pot.
bastard, right?
There you go. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's just a fucking.
The old witch's brew, dude.
So
Yeah,
did you build the bottom of it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so
Because I think
the
the last time I was
base,
on, we were talking about you building
where
it.
it hooks
yeah.
to gas.
So Caleb's neighbor has a welder and stuff. So I drew it up and went to Kreutz and had them cut me all the pieces, and then he welded them together for me.
That's pretty sweet.
I need to. That's like iteration one. There's like a lot of improvements I want to do to it, but yeah. But so that used to be my grandma's grandparents' like processing pot. Like they used to do like all their lard. So like that thing probably traveled in a covered wagon at some point. Like it. I mean, it's probably from I don't know my grandma's like I'd say probably 1860s, 70s, 80s somewhere in there. Like it's an old fucker.
it's actually pretty badass.
Yeah. And it was in her yard for my whole life. Like she never would, my grandpa would never let her make a flower pot out of it like she
Right.
wanted, but it was like flipped over on its top.
Yeah.
So it never got, it like held water or anything.
Hey,
But
I gotta say this. I see you guys watching. Okay, I see you guys watching. I see you guys watching the podcast. Getting them comments, man. Say hi to us for fuck's sake.
for
We
fuck's
love you
sake.
too. We love you too. Get that chat going. All right, we got a lot to talk about because our man Jimmy is a man of like all these fucking parts. Okay, I had completely forgotten that you were in the service industry.
Yeah. So that's where I started.
I
And
completely forgot that.
Dude, and I forgot about it. I started out at the Waffle House in Taylorsville.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Were you cooking?
No.
Okay, because if you were cooking, you had to be a smoker.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
And you got to dip it. You got to drop a few ashes in my waffle.
That's the only thing that makes it good.
That's
That-
the
you-
secret ingredient.
That's
All
pepper,
mine,
dude.
and I met a couple of my cooks in jail, and I worked there. I've had a bunch of multiple jobs, but
Hell yeah.
so yeah, I'm literally like, as far as my talents as ADD, I'm a master of, or I'm sorry, I'm a
Jack of all trades,
jack of all
master of
trades.
none.
Yep, that was what I was trying to think of. Jack of all trades and master of none.
Me and Allie,
Braden Turner says Jimmy with googly eyes,
me and
Hi,
Allie,
Braden.
hard eyes actually.
Hard
Me and-
eyes. I love that dude.
Yeah,
me
he's
and Allie
funny.
were talking the other day, and we somehow got on the subject of like if you had to do 480 hours of community service or 240 hours in jail, like what would you do? Or it's like 10.
400,
It's
yeah.
like 10 days in jail. I'd just do the 10 days.
No.
Yeah. I'd do the 10 days, and I'd be like, yeah, I'd just go get like a jail tat done, like a line or something like that. And they're like, what's that? I'm like, I got that behind bars. It's like, yeah. They're like, oh, how long were you in for?
I mean, I've always
240 months, hours. Yeah,
I've always felt like
yeah, dude.
that I could. I don't know, man. Like I've been to jail one time. Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Okay, so I got arrested once. I spent 48 hours in there. And it was in that moment, like 48 hours in the Bartholomew
You realize you never
County
wanted to
jail.
go back, dude.
I'm like, I'm not fucking built for this. Or I'm
I feel
just
like I feel like I could be if I knew it was only 10 days. I'd be like, yeah, sure, dude.
I'll take
I-
I'll take my 480 hours of community service, and I'll
Right.
serve hot meals to the homeless.
right.
Yeah,
I'll do it all.
I'd make slams with the best of them, dude. I'd
True
be
story.
like, all right, boys.
You would
Let's-
reinvent the fucking jailhouse slam.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like I'd be in there and I'd make a whole lot of friends I probably shouldn't have. And then
Right.
like it'd be like one of those ones you get out, and then like 5 years later they get out and like, oh, Todd. I'm like, yeah, dude, that was old me, man. That was 10 days in jail me. Like
Yeah.
this to
Yeah.
clean me. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
old- Hey, you remember me, Donkey Punch?
Yeah.
Yeah, Donkey Punch.
Yeah.
I remember you, but I'm Tyler now.
Yeah.
Tyler now.
Yeah. Oh wait, my nickname would be Donkey Punch?
Tinkerbell. No, yours would be Tinkerbell easily.
I think Goldilocks. They'd probably call me that.
Probably not Tinkerbell. Probably Goldilocks.
Probably.
That's fair. That's fair. But you would meet.
I mean, they call me
you'd
Tinkerbell
meet
if I was holding someone's
You'd meet your
pocket.
homies in there. Well,
Yeah, well, I'm
you'd
just
meet
gonna
your
let you
homies.
know, if you can't fight, you're holding somebody's pocket.
You meet your homies in there, like fucking Donkey Punch.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then you've
Muffler,
got the
Skid Mark.
Yeah, Skid Mark. Hey, Skid Mark in there. I was in jail. There's no way he'll ever see this. But I was in jail with a guy I knew, but he went by Grapes in jail. He was the trustee for the block. Where I was in there for 2 days. My jail story is awful. I got arrested for having 2 driver's licenses.
You get arrested for that?
What?
100%.
Like, who did you piss off to get arrested for
don't
that?
know.
That's
What, were they both
that's like-
yours?
Yeah,
like-
I had just moved back from North Carolina. I had still my North Carolina driver's license.
Okay.
I also, when they ran that, had a valid Indiana driver's license. I know I've told this story on the show before,
I don't know.
I've never
but
heard it.
but here we are. Yeah. So he asked me to get out of the car. I'm like,
Oh shit.
I got pulled over because my buddy's car, his license was suspended, and that came up when they ran the plate.
Right.
My license was fucking valid.
You're like, brother, I got 2 of these bitches.
So
I'm good.
When I moved,
Which one would you like?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it turns out that's illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% against the law.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had no control over this.
And that seems like that's like the dumbest thing to be against the law.
I have
right?
no control over that. Like, I understand why they don't want people doing it, but he was like, well, it's a lot of people, living by an alias and things like that are residents of multiple states. And I'm like, it's the same fucking name.
Yeah, I'm like they both say
You're
Sean
like
B.
you're like they're this.
I'm the worst at aliases.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the goat at being bad at aliases, and
Yeah,
this is
dude.
what's going on.
Yeah. You're like.
I feel like that's like right there with like
killed it.
disorderly conduct being arrested for,
My
or like
God.
public intox. Like if they arrest you for public intox, it's because you don't have anywhere to go and no one to take you home, or you're just being a total jackass.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
dude.
that's why
Yeah.
they're not arresting you.
They're not going to
because,
just pick you
oh,
out
you're
because
worried.
you're walking
No.
down the street.
Exactly. Like it's they have nothing else. They need you to go sober up. So they're gonna go sober up. You're gonna pay your $105 and you're gonna get out. Like that's
Right. But yeah.
that's what it is.
So I sit in jail. I'll just tell the story. Like, I sat in jail.
You told me that you went to jail before, but you never told me why.
Dude,
that's the dumbest reason
that's
I've
why.
ever
That is the dumbest.
Dude,
reason.
my cellmate was on trial for murder.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
And you were rooming with it? Did you sleep for 2 days?
Dude,
Well,
so I had 2 cellmates too, which is great because if you know anything about BCJ, only 2 beds. You know how to establish who the biggest pussy in the room is?
Sleeps on the toilet.
The guy sleeping on the floor.
Okay.
This guy right here.
Okay.
Because I also got arrested at the same time as somebody who was going in for Grand Theft Auto. So you've got driving with 2 driver's licenses
they
on the fucking floor where it belongs. And then fucking murder on the bottom bunk because fucking dominance.
Bottom bunk.
And then top bunk's over here like loud as shit for Grand Theft Auto. And I wake up the first morning. I got arrested at like 3 a.m. I wake up the first morning to a very, very large man covering me up in blankets and giving me extra pillows.
What?
And
he playing with your
I
hair?
roll over and I'm like, "Sup?" He was like, "I got plenty of this stuff. You're gonna need it to be comfortable on the fucking floor." I'm like, "Okay, appreciate you.
He's like, now give me that ass.
So
Appreciate you." Right.
yeah. So before I was a server, I worked in the Johnson County Jail for 2 years or like 2.5 years. And to be honest with you, the people that I was most worried about, like trying to fight an officer, were the guys in there for like, HTV or driving with 2 licenses that were like 19 years old and felt like they had to prove themselves.
Yeah,
the guys that were in there for murder and because I dealt with a bunch of them.
Sure.
And those guys, they wanted you to bring them their food. They wanted you to give them what they needed. They wanted you to leave them the fuck alone.
Right.
That's
what
it.
Caleb.
That's it.
My brother, Caleb.
I think so.
Yeah, Caleb Shepard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he worked at Bartholomew County for a while, and that's what he said. He's like, they're pretty fucking cool, really.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell a story. Like, so we went to a block. Like, you got to feed them, of course. You got to give them their food. Well, if there's 31 people in this block, like I had to have 31 trays, I had to have 31 cups, I had to have 31 sporks, right? So I pick up, I got 31 trays, I got 31 cups, and I got 30 sporks. Well, I can't do that. I have to have 31 before I leave. Hey, fellas, I'm going to pick up the next one. I need 1 spork. That's all I need. The guy goes, no questions asked. I said, I don't give a fuck where it comes from. He goes, all right. So I pick up the next one, which was another maximum security. I pick it up. He's knocking on the window. He's like, here it is. I'm like, all right, cool. I said, I covered my ass. I got 31 of everything. Let's roll. That was it. I don't know if he had 7 in his thing, and just give me an extra, but that's all I cared about. I covered mine.
Yeah, you had to have 31, and you got 31.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd be
my experience was wildly different. The first like day in there, like I'm sitting, like I'm in the cell, and I don't know where the Grand Theft Auto guy went to, but the murderer guy was sitting on his bottom bunk, and he was like, "You can sit down, man, if you want to. Like, it's not a big deal." I was like, "All right, I'll sit down. Like, I'll fucking hang out." He's like, "Why are you in here for?"
I guarantee he lied.
I would have made something up.
guarantee he
I would
was
have made
like-
something up.
I was like, guys, listen to me.
Somebody.
Well, I didn't know he'd killed somebody at the time.
Okay.
He asked me
Supposedly.
first. He asked me, "You think I was fucking asking?" No,
You don't. That's something you probably don't
no,
ever ask.
hell no.
No.
He looks at me and he's like, "What are you in here for?" And I'm like, so I said driving while suspended, because who wants to fucking tell that story to
Right.
the extremely
Then the guy
intimidating
comes
man?
in and says like, Sean B, driving with 2 licenses.
Yeah, no. Well, see, here's the thing. When they booked me, they had no idea. Like, they didn't even know what to cite me for when they booked me.
Oh yeah.
It's fucked
So you
up,
have a
dude.
mugshot?
It was a yeah. I have a
Did you
mugshot.
keep it?
No, I don't.
I
think you get
guarantee
to
we
do
can
that.
find it.
Yeah.
If we can find it, that'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
great. I think I'm wearing a fucking Ralph Lauren polo sweatshirt. So I mean,
Baller.
the mugshot will be great.
Baller.
But no, and I was, I sat down and he goes, I just told him I'm driving while suspended. He's like, "And they locked you up with me?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
I guess, dude. Who
I
are
was
you?
like, and then finally I just like, "Well, do you mind if I ask?" Like, he's like, "I'll tell you." He's like, "I'm on trial for murder." He's like, "I was a getaway driver." He's like, "I didn't kill anybody." He's like, "But I was on
Those aren't
trial.
number they
I was
pull
on
up.
trial for." He's like, "I'm on trial for murder. I'm facing 30 years." I was like, "Bro, that sucks." Like, what are you supposed
I
to
mean,
say?
like even him,
Yeah.
like he was just a getaway driver, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like that sucks, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but
man.
but I found out the whole backstory because he gave me his name. I knew his name, and I found out the backstory. They like killed some old lady,
What?
and for money, they robbed her and killed her. Yeah,
And he was the getaway driver.
yeah.
Yeah, so he knew what was happening the whole time.
Oh yeah. No, he didn't. He wasn't like, "I didn't do shit. Whatever."
yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, "I'm going to fucking prison."
He's like, I was part of it.
Like,
Yeah.
well, it turns out I was in his cell in place of a dude who had gotten moved to solitary, and you know him.
I know him.
Yeah.
Oh.
He killed a guy here in Columbus
Oh God.
at Quail Run.
What?
Yeah,
Who is it?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I don't want to. I
got you.
don't want to speak names. That's
I
not
got
cool.
you.
But yeah.
He's like, dude, I drive with 2 licenses. They put me in here with this fucking guy. Dude.
So I asked.
So you got 3 hots. You didn't even get a cot. You just got 3 hots in a metal toilet.
Yeah. So
a
I
pad.
got.
You
But
had
what
3
I
hots
what
and
I
a
got
pad.
though, what I got though was this guy was like, man, you don't got to worry about nothing in here. He's like, I told him because I asked him. I was like, what do I need to watch out for? He's like, watch out for anybody.
No, I can picture Sean being like on Get Hard, you know? Like,
No,
he's like,
listen. I'll tell you this. I'm in there like trying to not be the biggest pussy on the planet. But let's face it, inside, terrified.
Oh,
Bub. I'm like a duck on the water. Underneath the surface, Bubby, I'm hurt.
You're like, Jesus
I'm
Christ,
hurt.
dude.
But on the surface, like I'm like, so what do I need to watch out for?
I mean, realistically, you're probably like one of the bigger dudes in there.
I was.
Right? Yeah, so
I
you
was.
probably didn't have much to worry about.
Well, that's
Which-
the worst
which
thing.
could
Because
make you a
everyone,
target.
yeah, everyone wants to challenge the biggest guy.
Right.
in
And
the
that's what I
room.
mean. I'd be like, guys, don't hit me. I have a glass jaw.
But
I was really tall, okay?
yeah, I was like, what do I need to watch out for? He was like, honestly, if anybody's carrying a pencil not in their cell, he's like, probably keep an eye on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like,
we
that's
never even
about
gave
it.
them. We never even like they never even had pencils when we were there.
Dude, there
Like,
was a
they-
whole
like-
cup full of pencils on this windowsill.
Nah, bro. So like, if you ever take these apart, like that little bitty piece inside it, like it just holds the ink. That's all they had in the jail to write with.
Oh, yeah, you probably, because you can't kill
Because you
someone
can't
with
stab.
that.
Yeah, you can't stab me with that.
Well, when I went to jail,
Well,
you were
it's
probably
also
still in
different
school.
counties.
You were probably still in school too.
Really, you're not that much older than I am.
43.
39.
Okay, 4 years. I went to jail. When I got arrested and went to jail, I was 21.
Okay, I was still
Or
in high
maybe
school.
even 20.
I was still in high school.
Maybe, yeah, I think I was
Valid
maybe
point.
20.
Okay.
But, yeah,
Just turned 39, by the way.
bad situation. The one thing I'll
That's
say
probably the funniest
is
fucking
I had
story
a
I've ever heard,
dude approach me and he was like, hey, I know you're new here. Do you smoke? I was like, I do smoke. He's like, do you want a cigarette? I'm like, I would fucking love a cigarette.
No, dude, because you got to suck
Yeah.
dick for those cigarettes.
Yep. Now
He
you
wasn't
pay for
even,
it.
he wasn't even,
I'm not
wasn't
talking
even
like that, but like you're gonna have to give up some commissary or something.
I didn't have anything.
Well,
I
it's
told him
coming.
that. I told him, I was like, I don't have anything to give you. He was like, I don't want anything, dude. I'm just about to smoke this. I'll do it in your cell so I don't get in fucking trouble.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So you're gonna catch a contraband.
still want a
charge.
cigarette. All right. So I was like, and I'm knowing nothing. So I'm
Right.
just like, yeah, I fucking want to smoke. He's like, cool. So he brings in a rollie. I'm watching him roll this thing and he's all lipping it and shit,
Oh, yeah.
and this and that. And I was like, you know what?
I'm good.
I changed my mind. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
He was like, you sure? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've never been more sure of anything.
Yeah, Sean, the biggest germaphobe on the planet.
Yeah.
How do you think he was at? Like, he was either going to do that or they were in his ass at some point, dude.
Well,
Like,
I can't tell this guy in jail like I don't do germs, bro.
I guess you could have it fit right in with your 2 licenses charge.
But, fuck you. But what I will tell you is that I ended up sleeping most of the time. I think out of the 48 hours I was there, I think I slept 24.
Oh yeah.
Like all I did was
there's
sleep.
no way I'd sleep that
There's
much in
nothing to
jail,
do.
dude.
That's all I did was sleep.
There's no way I'd sleep that much in jail.
And
I would be
there were
worried.
2 really cool things.
Yeah.
The last day that I was there, I ended up playing euchre with a group of guys. They needed a 4th for euchre. I was like, I'll play fucking euchre. Cool, whatever. And we sat for hours and played euchre. And they
I've
were,
watched some.
and they were like respect because they like to fly through games. And I worked at Cummins. Like I like to fly through games. Like actually Cummins was after jail, but doesn't matter. But I like to fly through euchre games
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no reason to take your time. You got your point, throw your fucking cards down. Let's do another hand.
Yep.
But that and I played a little Monopoly. Get out of jail free card was missing.
Well,
real
Someone
thing.
try to use that.
And the
dude.
last night I was there, we all like there's like a 20-inch TV in the block that everybody fucking huddled around and watched Thursday Night SmackDown.
reruns at
Thursday Night
Everwood.
SmackDown in WWE, dude. Stadium style.
You're like, fucking hell, dude. Like, I fit right in here, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can I stay a little longer, please?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
Free food.
Not
cool
even,
people.
Not even. I did like the chili. I did. And I'll never get that chili again. I don't know where they get their chili. But
You probably don't want to know where they get their jelly.
right.
No,
Probably
all
don't,
that
but
stuff's in. Like I can tell you, Johnson County is all like in from Cisco. Like
Right.
all our stuff comes from Cisco. Like it
I
was
did
legit.
not shower.
I don't blame you.
No. For 2 days, dude, I wouldn't even have
Did
shit.
not shower.
I wouldn't have got my ass out of my pants. That's just one less layer they got to go through, dude. I don't know though.
I didn't shit 2 days.
I wouldn't. I saw one of those urinals, like or whatever. It's not even a urinal, like the metal toilet with the sink on the back and all that shit. I saw someone selling one on Facebook. I'm like, that'd be like something cool in a man cave, you know? But
Just
then
a
like,
half?
yeah, like put it in your man cave, and then one of your friends come, I'm like, whoa, dude, I can't piss in that.
PTSD, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm freaking out. Dude.
I didn't shit, and I thought of this on my own, and it's probably a real thing. I don't know. What I didn't want to be was the guy responsible for the room fucking smelling.
Yeah, you probably don't do
You
that.
just keep flushing. You just continuously flush.
I didn't want to be the guy. Well, listen. Sometimes bro bombs got to be dropped.
I know. I get it.
Sometimes they got to
I
be
get it.
dropped. Tell Tyler to talk about food. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. Love you.
Who's that?
McCulloch.
Oh, McCulloch. I saw him at Kroger. He
That's
said he
what he
just got
said.
done thinking about me. I didn't. I saw you guys did Burrows Monday, but I didn't
Yeah,
watch.
we've been doing it. Well, why would you?
Yeah, I usually pop in every
Kidding.
now and then and say hashtag crapple sauce or just
I
listen
had
to what
I
you
had to
guys
take a
say.
stab at Mike, even though it's really a stab at me too.
Yeah, yeah.
But no. So that was fucking wild times.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff in jail.
Well, I'm going to take a second here before we talk about Jimmy and tell you about Just Like Home Doggy Daycare. Just Like Home Doggy Daycare is an in-home dog daycare service. That's right, my mom's business. I'll just be upfront with you. It's mom's business. These dogs are taken care of. They're like a family member, all right? If you need to get away for the day, maybe you get some daytime socialization, maybe an overnight stay, maybe some weekends, whatever it is, Just Like Home Doggy Daycare's got your back. Find them on Facebook, Just Like Home Doggy Daycare, or the web, justlikehomedoggydaycare.com. You may have to be away, but for your pets, it will be.
Just like home.
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that.
I don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
Of course, we got to talk about Edge Construction, okay? Because they are the masters of the construction industry. I don't even know if they say that. I think I made that up myself.
I think so.
Could be, but it's true. All right, dirt work, site development, need a little concrete, like whatever you got. Whatever you got, these guys are badasses and they can help you out. Brian, Kelsey, Maddie, the whole team, Edge Construction. Give them a call, 812-343-3035. Edge Construction, all your construction needs. We're here in the Edge Construction studio. Okay? Like, it just makes sense. Okay, call them. Tell them the Mind Snacks podcast sent you. Please. Thank you. We're in the studio with Jimmy Norton. Total badass. And as I put on the banner there, most home runs of any Mind Snacks guest. There's no way that we have ever had a guest that has more softball home runs than you do.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
We
can't- I
did
don't
have
remember-
Matt Ortega.
Maddie probably has more doubles.
I know Matty can ball.
Yes.
I've had a lot of home runs, but not as many as Jimmy probably.
You played a lot
I-
of travel ball.
I have played a lot.
Yeah.
You've played a lot of softball games.
Yes.
You've hit a lot of dingers.
That I in my younger years I did.
Yeah.
I used to be the dinger guy.
Let me ask you a
Dinger.
question. When you pitch, is the middle open?
Oh, 100%. 1,000%. Because in my younger years, when I was pitching, it was probably you're going to go ahead and exit stage right or, you were out. But now I'm just like, get the fuck out of the way.
Right.
Like if I see it,
Absolutely.
maybe. But a lot of
When I
times it's
remember being
reaction.
younger
Yeah.
and clowning on the guys that pitch with a helmet.
No.
I won't get near
I did
that
too.
fucking rubber with a helmet.
I did too. And now I'm like, man.
Without a helmet.
I'm 39 years old. Like,
Yeah, I used to like.
my
I
reaction time.
I could never aim like
And-
a lot of people can hit where they want, dude. I could never do that, and I always
Yeah.
felt like such a piece of shit when I
Well,
hit it.
So when I first started, there's a guy from Edinburgh. He played all the time. His name is Wesley Smith, Big Wesley. They called him Legend. And there's a reason. That dude hit it. Like he whacked it in his day. And every day when I got off work, we met at the high school baseball diamond at 3:30, and we hit until we were done. And it was 150 to 100 or to 225 balls a day. But he was like OCD. There were 72 balls in a bag. We each hit a bag, and then we went and picked them up. So that's why my mentality when I started pitching was I'm gonna get you before you get me.
Right.
Because I mean I had good hands then, but that was when I was like, I'm gonna get you before you get me. And if you hit me, I promise I'm gonna take your head off. Like that was my mentality then.
Right.
Now I'm like, just don't get hit and make it out of the inning.
Right. Yeah. Right. Let's just get out of this inning.
Help your team win, get out of the inning, and don't get
Right.
hit.
Right. Wildly different competition levels.
Well, I took almost 2 full years off to shoot my bow.
Right.
So I mean, like if Matty told me the other day, he's like, if you wouldn't have taken 2 years off, he's like, you'd probably been the best around. I'm like, but that's his opinion. Not
Yeah.
obviously I don't feel that way, but I was like I was pretty good. But
I want to learn to hit a softball. You actually gave me a tip last time you were here that helped me big time.
I mean,
As far as just the way I'm holding the bat.
Yeah.
The problem I was having in the way I'm holding the bat. Because I still want to hit baseballs. I think I'm going to go back and play baseball next summer.
Didn't you say every year you say that's your last year?
Every year.
that's me in softball too.
Yeah.
Every year.
Every year,
But
Sean
you
B's
know what
like,
I, you know what I
"That's
miss
my last
about baseball?
Your friends.
It's not even the game.
year."
Your friends.
The
It's the
camaraderie.
camaraderie in the
Yes.
dugout. I miss pregame warm-ups.
Yep.
The routines, the pregame routine. Getting to the park.
I had fun when
Like,
when
the
I
stretch
played
out routine,
when I played
the
with you.
throwing routine.
Yep.
Everything
It was
about
fun.
it.
I literally so this was I traveled with Maddie and then this last year at Mo. That team is the most fun team I've ever played on as far as like just the guys.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't even hardly play. Like at one point in time, the leading guy with that bats had 134 at bats and I had 13. But I had more fun this year just being with the fellas.
That's what it's
than I
mostly
ever
about.
did. Because the team that I was around and the dudes that I was around, one, there was 12 guys better than me, and they were just fun to be around. Like multiple times, I never had to worry about somebody having your back if somebody mouthed off. You know what I mean? Baseball fight stuff.
Right.
Those guys were there. I mean, I had their back, they had mine. I never questioned it.
Yeah.
And
I love a good baseball fight.
Womper sent it in the group and told me to tell you guys about Kenton Lakes, but that's for later. That was a big baseball fight that was not.
I do love a good baseball fight. It's because it's one of those things where it's like you're never against just one guy.
Oh no,
No.
Like
No.
every fucking like uniform is coming out. Like
So-
you have to.
So just a quick story of it. We had a guy who went sliding into second base, kind of dirty, kind of late. He was trying to break up a double play, right?
Right.
Well, guy kicks dirt in his face. Well, that's my teammate, right? So multiple guys I've known for like since I was young were like, dude, that's the maddest I've ever seen you. And I just remember walking at a very fast pace towards the guy that did it, and their pitcher, he had a hockey style mask on.
Yeah.
He gets right in my face, and I literally just grab him, and I'm like, move, like just move. And like you said, there was guys in front of me, and my buddy Spencer Taylor was like, dude, you never slowed down. He goes, you just were pushing people out of your way.
Right.
He goes, and I've never seen you that mad. Spencer's known me since I was like 6. And he's like, I've never seen you that mad.
I promise you, the last guy you want to be on a baseball team is a guy who stays in the dugout when a fight
Oh,
goes down.
100%.
You don't want to be that fucking guy.
100%. So the funny thing after that is they were like, well, if he doesn't say anything, like he's just kicked out of this game, he doesn't have to go to the next one. I was like, fuck it, I'm headed to the parking lot. I'm like, they
Right.
can't hear me.
Right. Got more beer in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
exactly.
Yeah.
Found a shade tree, took my jersey off, and watched the game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Tyler, didn't I stitch up your hand at the softball field? Tessa says.
I don't know. Maybe. I've had a lot of hand injuries.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Getting stepped on and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all these little scars are
Bet you played middle infield.
baseball. No.
Shortstop, second.
Actually,
Tyler's an
I didn't.
outfielder.
Yeah.
Really?
It was
A
from
pretty good one.
It was mostly from diving back to first base and then being dickheads and stepping on my hand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That,
you know what I
that
mean?
started a fight. Even in
Yeah.
baseball, that started a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where most of mine came from.
Yep.
I don't know about softball. She may have had to do something to me. I know I took a bunch to the chin.
Yeah.
Like I in softball I played middle infield.
Right. That's what I was meaning.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Softball.
By the time you get
You
to
played
softball,
middle infield and softball?
Yeah, shortstop.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I thought you always played shortstop or
Yeah,
second for
yeah.
go-ahead teams.
Yeah.
Tyler and I played together a couple times.
Yeah. I always played shortstop on co-ed teams.
I played
And
I played
men's.
short on my co-ed team until we got fucking Kelsey Lovelace.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
she's-
you know what? You're playing short.
she's probably a little more mobile.
She's pretty fucking good. And the best part, I got to play second.
Yeah.
So I got to fucking work with Kelsey, and I was like, this is fucking badass.
Great,
like,
right?
You fucking field one, roller. I did. It's funny though. First at bat that I ever took with me at second, I hurt it short. Guy laces one my way, fucking scoop it, turned to throw, and I was only about 10 feet from her. But I turned to throw, and it's awkward for me because I never play second base.
Right.
So I turned, and her eyes got this big. She was like, I literally thought everything you had was going into this 10-foot flip. I was like, it about did.
It almost did.
It about did. And I looked and saw your eyes, and I was just like, oh, there you go.
So you're talking about pitching and playing second. That's where I went when I went to Wilson's. This was in like 12 or something.
Yeah.
Because I had a pitcher. Well, the coach of that team was like, dude, you hit 800. Like, we're going to find a spot for you. So I started out playing first because the first baseman coached Jennings County Baseball. So he wasn't there. Well, when he got there, I was still hitting like 750, and they're like, "Well, we got to find a spot for you. Can you play second?" I'm like, "Sure, I'm not going to get out of the way of him. I'm too fucking fat."
Right.
That's where I went to play second. And like you said, it's definitely a different world over there. Ball spin's different. I don't
It's
care
different.
Now,
Like
ball spin's different.
Well, it's not even that though, because I played first base for most of my everything. So the ball does spin different on that side of the field, but like it's just different. Like it's not the same. Or maybe it's just because I spent so much time learning like the mechanics of playing first that being that close to the middle of the infield was weird. I don't know what it was, but second was wild.
Sorry, I got to tell us because it's funny because you guys had to be there to see Wampler's face. You guys know Kyle Wampler.
Yeah, I needed to just get him on the damn show.
He's pretty funny. But anyway,
Kyle's a great dude.
So Wampy and I weren't playing on the same team. Well, Wampler's watching us, you know what I mean? Because we were from Columbus, they were from Columbus. So just so happens, I lay out in the hole, first time for everything, lay out in the hole, field the ball. And Wampler stands there, like the most dumbfounded look on his face. And he goes, "You're the most agile fat guy I've ever seen in my life." I'm like, "What?"
Dude.
I'm like, "I didn't get the out." And he goes, "You're the most agile fat guy I've ever met."
Just agile as shit.
That's
Dude,
what he said. He goes, "You're the most agile fat guy."
Braden Asbury used to play. No, not Braden Asbury.
So I used to work with him.
No. He was our manager. It was Braden Roth. No, not Roth. Yeah, no, Braden Ross. Aaron Ross's brother.
Okay, I know of Aaron.
Okay, yeah, played baseball at Hauser. Yeah, so his
That's how I know
his brother Braden. He was the most agile fat guy I've ever met, dude. Yeah. Like, I mean, he's like doing the splits and shit on first base, like fucking catching every fucking thing. I'm like, dude, how you do this? And then we watched him try to like dive into second base one time, and he just kind of like rolled up like a scorpion. Yeah, we're like, all right, dude, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. You're a fat guy.
You're back.
My fat guy agility ended when I stopped playing flag football. I was a pretty good flag football player.
Sven plays that a lot, doesn't he?
Sven plays like
He's
travel
good.
competitive.
Yeah, like good.
Like I just played here, but my agile fat guy days ended in about my mid-30s. Then it was like, I don't want to be agile anymore. I have plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what that means.
It sucks.
I pulled my hamstring one too many times at softball. I'm like, yeah, dude, you know what? This ain't for me anymore.
The first time I pulled my quad, I was like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, dude.
But I was in my mid-30s, and I was just like, I don't have it anymore. Like, I'm just going to be a regular-ass dope.
You're like, I'm just going to be a dude now. I'm just going to be a dude now.
Right. Well, Jimmy, you briefly alluded to bow hunting, and I know I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah, like the last time we got lost on
because
food
what
stuff.
a lot of people don't know is how good you are.
Oof. I try to stay humble, man.
I've looked at some of those rankings that you used to post back in the day.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that about you.
Yeah. So like I said, there are people out there that are better than I am that I know.
Right.
But in my class when I shot it, I was okay. I was pretty good. I went and shot what they call the Triple Crown, which is 3 big tournaments in this year's world. I finished 12th in shoot of the year out of over like 125 people.
Yeah.
The best I ever finished was 4th. And like I said, in the class that I shot in, which was the hunter class, which is fixed pins. You know, they don't have like the long bars. They have short, just a regular hunting bow.
Yeah,
That's what it is. You had to have screw, like there's different things you had to have that I could tell you. But you want to talk about diving off the deep end, like I could have a whole 2-hour discussion and still not cover everything as far as bow shooting. But yeah, so I started out shooting with my buddies that were around here. I started beating them. I mean, just, you know how guys are.
Right. Yeah, I was like, well, got to find some better competition.
Right. Well, I was like, all right, well, I can beat these guys. I'm like, the state's just 2 hours north. I'm like, I'm just gonna go shoot the state, see how I do.
Right.
Well, I went up there and shot the state, met some people I didn't know then. You know what I mean? I ended up shooting like 411. I shot it on Saturday morning, which was terrible.
And when you say 411, what does that mean?
Okay, so the perfect score would be 440.
Okay.
So take that back. Perfect score be 400.
Okay.
Because you shoot a 10 on every target. That's perfect. But they give you an 11 to make up in case you shoot. So you can shoot an 11, a 10, an 8, and a 5, and a 0, obviously, if you miss. There's different rings. The 11 ring is always about a $50 size. 10 ring varies. It's usually, a pie plate or so. And then the 8 is a little oblong, and then the 5 is a whole target. If you hit the target, it's a 5. They give you a chance to shoot an 11 to make up for if you shoot an 8 or 5 or 0, you can make up for it. So the technical perfect score would be a 440. You shoot an 11 on all of them. So, like I said, I shot like a 411 on Saturday morning, which was terrible for me because I was a worrywart and wanted to know, how I finished. Well, I actually called the lady Saturday night. She said, hey, we didn't have a better score turned in. but there's still tomorrow. So I ended up winning my first state tournament
Okay.
that I went to. I won it by like 2 or 3 points. So after that, I was like, all right, well, cool. Like, I'll shoot it next year. Well, was going to travel the next year, shot the state. I think that was the year of COVID, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
So I couldn't. Like, I shot that state, and that was about it. And then the next year, I went and traveled. So my first one was in Pipestem, West Virginia. Went over there by myself. Always traveled by myself, stayed by myself. Never once did my first tournament I shot with somebody I knew. They were from here. After that, I don't think I ever again shot with somebody I knew. But I have met people from North Carolina, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia. I've shot just all over. So after that year, I finished, like I said, 12th in the shooter year. Went and shot the indoor the next year. And again, I shot I'm trying to think. It was a 418 out of 440 possible, and I got beat. The guy shot a 417. The guy shot a 418 and beat me for the indoor worlds. And he was out of New Jersey. And guy out of New Jersey had to beat me. But I think I went from the time I won the state to the time I got done in my class. I did not get beat with my pins. So, I mean, like in my class, I mean, obviously people with open setups so you can move it and dial it, all that stuff, they beat me. But like as far as with my pins, like when I went in, I won indoors, I won, you know what I mean, like indoor stuff, I won outdoor stuff. Like it was pretty fun. I had a blast doing it.
Right. What made you stop?
I didn't want to, I couldn't afford it. Because, I mean, you got to think it's $55, $60 to get into a tournament. Well, then I was renting a car, so I had to put miles on my truck.
Right.
I was renting a car, paying for a hotel, which my first year I had great sponsors. I had a friend pay for all my hotels, and they were like, hey, we'll cover it on our miles or whatever, don't worry about it. So I got to do that. And then the next year I was just like, it's boring driving 6 hours by yourself. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you can just call somebody because you're leaving on Thursday.
Right.
Because I would leave on Thursday, get there Friday, practice Friday, shoot Saturday, and drive home is what I would do. And that way, if I needed to, on Sunday, if I needed to make up because of the rain or something, like I could shoot Sunday. But so I would always just drive home Sunday morning. So, but I got to shoot because the bow hunter, what they call the bow hunter defense course is like the practice course. And anybody that knows archery, like I got to shoot with Samantha Morgan, I got to shoot with Levi, I got to shoot with all the girls, Dan McCarthy, like guys that are making buku dollars to do this.
Right.
I got to shoot right along with them, like, and the coolest guys.
That wouldn't be an option for you, or
what's that?
Like to get to where you were making substantial amount of money.
So that's their job.
Well, that's what I mean.
Right. So I mean, if I had enough funds, absolutely. I mean, like I could do it, but like I said, I have to work. You know what I mean? I have to work 5 days a week. And those guys are like, oh yeah, I shot 150 arrows yesterday. I'm like, well, I'm lucky to shoot 150 arrows this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like the Atterbury archery course there, archery practice course should sponsor me as much as I shot there. But I mean, it was literally like I would get off work and I'd go shoot arrows. I'd get off work and I'd go shoot arrows. Like it was so bad that instead of shooting, at the normal target they have, I was getting garage sale stickers and shooting at garage sale stickers. But I was also the guy that went to my hotel on a Friday night when I was getting ready to shoot, and I weighed out all my field tips.
Is that like an aim small, miss small thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, and like you guys are talking about being able to see stuff, like I had my pin set, because you had to set your pins, you can't move them. So it'd be 20, 30, and 40. Well, I went to the bow shop there in Greensburg, and like I would shoot my 20-yard pin up to wherever it would bring me out of the 11. Okay, and then I would say it was just 16 yards. Okay, I know I can shoot my 20-yard pin to 16 yards, and it's going to keep me in the 11. Well, let's see how far back it'll take me. I mean, because you're guessing yardage. You're not range finding anything. You're guessing.
Right.
Okay, so shoot it back to, say, 23, right? So 23, as long as I execute, is going to keep me in the 11 ring. So I knew from 16 to 23 would keep me in the 11 ring, right? So, okay, well, then let's see how far up my 30-yard pin would take me. So if my 30-yard pin took me to just say 26 yards or 25 yards or 26 yards, probably about it. So that 23 to 26 is where I had to worry that I was going to drop out and still say a 10. You know what I mean? So that's getting yarded. But I knew if I stayed from 26 to 33 on my 30-yard pin, like that's where I could stay in the 11 ring.
So did they tell you how far you're shooting or no?
No. You would just walk up to a stake and it would be a random stake. And the only thing is there may be like 4 or 5 colored stakes because you're shooting. Because you can't put just one class on one range.
Right.
So like we may shoot with the Cubs or we may shoot with the seniors.
Okay, so they tell you what stake to go to.
Yeah, yeah.
They
So
don't say
like,
how far it is.
So it'd be like you guys are shooting from the yellow stake, and they know that it was anywhere from 0 to 35 yards, plus or minus 3%.
Okay.
So it may be 38 yards would be the farthest one they could shoot, right? So 38 yards or 38 and some change would be the farthest they could.
And after you do that for so long, you could probably just look at a target and be like, oh, that's like 22 yards away or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
So, and another reason that you asked me why I quit is because I got to where I wasn't winning those, and I was too hard on myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking, I'm out. Like I'm not winning. I'm out. Like instead of putting more time into it and doing this, but I got like consumed with it so bad that I was like, I pushed myself out. I'm like, I'm out.
Well, I mean, you only have the drive to do something for so long anyway.
Right.
You
And
know?
like
And
I
if
said,
it's not something that you're driven to do for the rest of your life.
100%. Yeah. I mean, there's guys now, like I said, I met them and they're great dudes, but like I tell them, like I couldn't, like I was getting mad at myself, and I was, I'm like, you're fucking terrible, like to myself, I mean, because I was just like, because I went from winning, I went from doing well to not.
Just kind of getting
because I wasn't putting enough time into it. I mean, it's just like playing baseball. Like, if you're hitting every day, like you're good, but as soon as you take it off, well, you don't get that right back.
Right.
I mean, like, so that's it. So, I mean, I still shoot my bow. I still, shoot with my buddies, but I don't compete like I used to. I thought about doing it next year, but.
Jeff Dole asks, what was your last bow you shot with?
Oh, competition wise, I shot a Ritual 35. Is what I shot for my last competition. I've had, God, at one point in time I had 5 bows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now I have an RX3 Ultra that I've had since I bought new. That's the one I won everything with. The first one I got a ring for, and the second one I got a belt buckle. I got a gold belt buckle at home that I wear. Because I just got a belt for it, right? Like,
yeah, dude.
I was like, what am I going to do with this? Just
you like tuck the front of your shirt in. You like,
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, yeah, 8 seconds. That thing, man.
Fucking WCW championship belt on this dude's fucking belly.
Like,
you think he just won a fucking rodeo, dude.
I buy the golf polo and everything, tuck the front in and pop the collar. You know what I mean?
Dude.
But
I'd fucking rock the shit out of it.
No, I mean,
I don't know if you know this,
it's
but
pretty
I'm
cool. But
deadly from 26 yards. You piece of shit.
yeah. So you're talking about shooting my bow all the time. Like we obviously had deer hunt too. So I was hunting with the same bow I shoot my competitions with. So we were walking out one time. My buddy Matt, he's walking in front of me. We see this doe out there. She's between a cornfield and the woods. So the wind shouldn't affect me much. And I just shot my bow like 3 days before it, and she's at like 96 yards. I kind of, in my mind, because now I have a rangefinder. I know how far she is. I'm like, I told him, I said, hey man, we get to 70 yards. And my exact words for him, hey man, we get to 70 yards, I'm gonna kill it. He goes, what? I go, yeah, 100%. He goes, you're serious? I said, I shot my bow yesterday at 77. I said, I kept him inside a red solo cup. I said, I'm 100% shooting her at 70 yards. And luckily she bounded off when it got to about 86. But I was like, I done knocked the arrow, turned the slider down to 70 yards and was like, she's going to get it. He was like, damn. I said, is there anybody out there that you trust more? He's like, nope. I was like, all right. So I got so good that I got to practicing so much. I bought a target bow, which is like the big long stabilizers. And I put my phone up and I shot above my phone. I have a video of it somewhere. And I'm like this far above my phone when I'm shooting. And I shot like 3 or 4 times.
Can you imagine taking that to Verizon? Just like, brother.
Yeah.
I used to be an adventurer until I took an arrow to the phone.
This thing saved my life.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, like I got pretty deep into it. Like, and like I said, I just kind of pushed myself out of it.
That'd be a cool video to make though. Like
What's that?
A bow, fucking shooting a bow and it flying right over top of your phone.
Let me see if I have it.
Especially if you're like recording slow mo.
Yeah, dude.
Let me see if I can find it. Because I have
arrows kind of look weird when they fly too. Like they're like
they actually flex.
Yeah.
So if you watch an arrow, so like if this is the way the arrow looks, they'll flex.
Yeah.
And they'll back and they'll wobble. Hang on, I'm see if I can find that for you guys, just because I think it's pretty cool too.
That absolutely would be awesome.
I'd be so fucking. That'd be like shooting an apple off someone's head, dude.
So did you guys ever see the video where the guy like holds a beer and his buddy shoots it?
No.
So the guy holds a beer. You can tell they're at a party. Like guy holds a can of beer, and his buddy shoots it, and he of course he chugs it out of that. And we were sitting there at work at my old job, and I was like, and my buddy, I don't know if you know Bryce McDaniel. You know Bryce McDaniel? He went to Columbus. Anyway, I worked with him, and he's just crazy as I am. And I was like, would you guys trust me to do that? And everybody's like, no. Bryce goes, you gotta understand Bryce. Bryce is like laid back, like talk kind of, he's not dumb. He talks kind of slow. He's like, okay, I'll do it. And my boss at the time was like, you would really let him shoot a can off your hand? And Bryce is like, yeah. I said, dude, I could do it at 20 yards. And he like looks
You
at
said
it.
an 11 was a $50.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah, give me that
like
fucking
this.
can.
Like this, right?
I
So
mean,
that's
off
what I
off
felt
my
like.
hand,
I was like,
I'd let someone shoot almost anything off my hand.
You're-
Dude.
yeah, I
off
was
my
like-
non-dominant hand.
I was like, dude, I could do it. And he's like, no way. He goes, Cushing, we're going back and forth. He goes, I'll go right now and buy a 16-ounce can. I said, you're going to give me a tall boy?
Right.
I'm like, I'm not going to miss.
I was looking for like a Sprite Mini.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
and he's like, you're serious? He's like, that's his hand. I'm like, I don't care. I said, I'm not aiming for the can. Like, here's the cutie. I'm like, if this is the can, I'm like, I'm not aiming for the can. I'm aiming for this curve. You can't see it. I'm aiming for this curve in the S. Like,
Right.
that's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm aiming for the O in Coors. You know what I mean? If you go
Right.
get a Coors Light, I'm aiming for the O.
Yeah,
in
you're like,
Coors.
if I miss, I'm still hitting the can.
I'm 100%. Like, as long as Bryce doesn't move, 100% I shoot it. He's like, well, what happens on that one time? It doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Like, I'm confident enough to know that I'm not missing this can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, you're for real. I'm like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
50, 60 arrows a day, like inside. Yeah, I'm not missing this can.
Off the hand.
He's like,
that's
well, what if you, because sometimes you draw from the bottom. He's like, well, what if you shoot his hand coming up? I'm like, not going to happen. I'm coming from the top. I'm never once.
Nikki Compton says, I shot a bow once. That sucker stuck right on the front glass door.
I may or may not have had a release fail in my house and broke one of my windows in my back door.
Oh, fuck.
Needless to say, there was an email sent to the release company, and it was not very nice.
You owe me a door.
You owe me a window. What do they call the doors where they both got glass in them and you open them up?
storm door.
No,
The French doors?
Yeah,
Oh,
French
yeah.
door. So I had a double window. I broke the first window.
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that's not good.
crazy.
But my release failed 100%. I was like, because it went off, and of course I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, click. I'm like, well, it wasn't I didn't hit the release. But yeah, they ended up having a problem with it.
Something I want to talk about real quick while we've got some people watching. We are still collecting money for the Mind Snacks Big Tip. Big donation. Shout out Jeff Dold. Was amazing in his donation. We appreciate you. But I want to throw this up on the screen right now. Support the Mind Snacks Big Tip by hitting that Venmo up. Hit that Venmo up. What we're going to do is we're going to find a random service industry worker, and we're going to give them a Christmas time big tip. And of course, here on the Mind Snacks podcast, we would call it nothing other than the big tip. So
Yeah.
make sure and support the big tip.
Hold on.
That's going down. That's going down on what is it? Probably December 20th, I believe, is when that'll go down.
Right here.
But we'll finalize a date for the big tip
On
to
the
go
left
down.
side, where these
But
little,
they're
there it
talking
is.
about something.
I'm trying to look for this something. I'm trying to look for something.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
But yeah, support the Mind Snacks Big Tip. Venmo at Mind Snacks Pod. Whatever you can send if you want to support that. Of course, we're going to throw our money in. We've got some donations rolling in already. I'd love to give you a tally, but I have not logged into the Venmo today. We'll get there. We're going to make somebody's day, Tyler.
yeah. When are we gonna do
That's
the
what we're
big
going
tip?
to do. I'm looking at like maybe the 19th or 20th.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday,
Okay.
and of course it won't be a live stream thing. Like we'll make a little video, talk about that after the first of the year. But another thing, scheduling, man, we got a baller coming next week. I can't wait to have our guest next week. Jimmy, glad you're here this week.
Oh, yeah.
Got an absolute dog coming next week.
I already know
so it'll
we're
be
gonna
fun.
have to eat on that podcast, and I can wait.
Okay. Look for that.
Did
Look
you
for that
talk,
coming soon.
did you ask him if that's what we're gonna eat?
We haven't done any planning yet.
Should we bring some?
But do you have some?
I'm pretty sure you can just buy it.
You can go to the store and buy it
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's whatever.
Sorry, I'm really looking for this video. first, Sean.
We'll go through the planning and figure that out for next week. Then the 2 Wednesdays after next week, Christmas and New Year's Day, no podcast on those days.
A little hiatus.
We're taking those days off. So we're going to be off for 2 weeks. That's really sad. I'm sad. It makes me sad.
I'll
like-
probably be traveling those. I don't know yet.
Yep. But
Heading to the
Christmas
Great
and New
White
Year's,
North.
we'll be off. We'll be on to something else, holiday wise, family wise, whatever the case may be. We'll go where the wind takes us.
Yeah. That's what we
Sorry.
like to do, dude.
I'm really not trying to be rude, Sean B. I'm
You're
looking
not
for
being
this
rude
video.
at all. You're not even on camera right now.
Okay, good.
You're just yeah.
I haven't looked up, but I'm like, I'm still looking for this video. But that's cool.
I got to see it. I
I
want to
know.
see it.
I gotta find it.
Yeah. But
I dropped off angel trees. Did you ever do the angel tree, Sean?
yes,
Yeah.
you did some.
Yeah, we do. We do them every year.
Okay, so
that's pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna do. We had talked about doing some like as the podcast, like you and I going in on some.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, me and Allie do them every year.
Yeah.
We usually try to do a couple if we can swing it, but this year we did I think that's maybe an 8-year-old or 11-year-old girl or something like that.
Very
But,
cool.
Yeah. I like doing them just because I was that kid, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
it's not that I even ever felt any different about but
No,
like
absolutely
my
not.
family was so big, it's like we each got like basically one present, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never really knew any better. Like I never really cared, right? Because to me, like the holidays aren't really about that anyway. It's more like I would rather just get everyone together and have a big meal and just hang out and have fun with family, right?
Right.
But like, yeah, I just know what it's like. So we always try to do something like that for a
cool.
kid on the angel
Yeah,
tree.
and it's something that you and I have talked about doing a couple times.
Yeah.
We just, we don't do very well. We don't plan very well.
Neither one of us.
This big tip fundraising.
This is the most planning we've done, probably.
It is, and it's still, there's probably still more we can do.
Yeah. But I mean, first iteration of anything.
It's going down.
kind of a prototype.
It's going
right?
down though.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this.
Someone's going to get a giant tip.
Can't wait.
That's awesome.
Did you find the video?
No, I did not. I'm
didn't
sorry.
find
I
the
will
video.
find it and I will send it to you through Facebook.
Please do.
And you know what you guys should almost do is you should almost give the big tip to someone that like is not with the podcast, so they're not expecting it.
Well, that's what we're
You know what I
trying
mean?
to do.
Because
Like,
obviously you guys have raised all this money, and that's awesome.
the
but-
problem is, like, we know so many people,
Right.
Yeah.
and a lot of people know who we are. Some people know we're doing it, But
Right.
I mean, I don't even want to make it like that. I just want it to be a blessing for somebody.
I got you.
You know where we should go to give the big tip? Fucking Cracker Barrel, dude.
Ooh.
The barrel. I promise
Dude,
you, nobody at Cracker Barrel knows who we are.
No. And I feel like someone at Cracker Barrel could use it, right?
Yeah,
Like not saying that anything about people that work at Cracker Barrel, but like there's just a lot of options at Cracker
yeah,
Barrel.
absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. And I happen to know they kind of overstaff their restaurant. Like it's a big deal.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Cracker Barrel, the old country store, dude. You feel good when you go in there.
Yeah,
you
like,
really do.
That's like walking into grandma's house.
Yeah.
The only time I've
Yeah,
ever
dude.
not felt good at a Cracker Barrel before I got on a cruise, I was in Orlando, somewhere in the like Cape Canaveral area. The pleasure of holidays is helping, absolutely making an impact, absolutely
Yeah.
the best part of the holidays. And I had steak and eggs at Cracker Barrel before I got on a cruise ship,
Okay.
and that shit made me so sick.
Okay.
And a lot of people were like,
Probably because you got steak from Cracker Barrel.
was it right?
No.
They're like,
Steak
was
and
it?
Cracker Barrel is not
They're
terrible.
like, was
Really?
it the cruise,
Dude,
I bet it was.
I always
bet it was
get
ship.
the same thing, dude. Like whatever.
They're like,
old
I bet the
country
ship
breakfast.
made you sick. I'm like, I've been on multiple cruise ships.
Yeah.
They do not make me sick.
So it broke my heart when they took away the unlimited hash brown casserole from the Country Boy breakfast that nobody
Really?
knew. You could get unlimited hash
I
brown
didn't know-
casserole.
yeah.
You can't anymore. They took it away.
when?
Oh, like a couple years ago. Like, and I had a lady that one of the 4-star servers.
Some stuff.
Dude, she literally comes up and she goes, you can get all that you want, right? I'm like, no. Because I always got no grits, extra hash brown casserole. And was like,
That's
I
how
mean,
you
I
earn
was
that
like-
4-star, dude.
I was like balling, you know what I mean? I don't care about grits. I want some hash brown casserole.
I love grits.
And dude, she goes, you can literally get any of the sides that you want extra, except for the biscuits and gravy. She goes, you can get unlimited grits, unlimited hash brown casserole, unlimited apples. I'm like, well, cool. Go ahead and bring me another thing, my third thing, hash brown casserole, and some more apples,
Right.
and I'm good.
Yeah,
Bring it all.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel's good. Like my favorites, like when you go there in the wintertime, they have that big fireplace going, dude, and you just
Yeah.
sit kind of by it. Yeah, it's
Yep.
fucking great.
Put you to sleep.
I love it. I love it.
So great.
It's like
stuff.
we drove down Washington Street. I had a pop up catering event come up this weekend, so
Ed asked, "Where's Jimmy Norton?" He's right there in
we
the middle.
Yeah,
He's right there in the middle.
Who asked?
More home runs than any softball than any Mind Snacks guest in the history of Mind Snacks guests.
Well, hopefully you have somebody better than me one day.
With more home runs,
Probably.
I don't know, man. I got a question, just a real quick softball question.
I got an answer.
You headed for that Hall of Fame?
Probably not. People don't like me.
How is that possible?
What do you mean, how is it possible?
You've absolutely got to be a Hall of Famer.
Have you not seen the people that are in there? I'm nowhere
You're-
near on their level.
bureaucrats, dude.
I
I mean,
know.
they tried to put Kevin Razor in there before he even retired, and that dude's a stud.
Kevin
Kevin
Razor's
Razor is a
absolutely
Yeah,
a stud.
absolutely.
I
Like,
played baseball with his brother Dale.
those guys are. Kevin Razor definitely deserves there.
Yeah.
I'm just an average guy that likes to play. Like, I don't think I'll ever make the Hall of Fame in anything. I'm not a Hall of Famer.
I think you're a Hall of Famer. You're a Hall of Famer in my book.
I appreciate that.
You're a Hall of Famer in my book. And
No,
when
I
you
might.
finally get inducted,
I'll let you give the speech.
When you finally get that call from Jerry Cox,
Yep.
dude, you're going to the Hall of Fame.
Yep. I'll call you. You'll be my first call.
We'll talk about it. Hell yeah.
You'll be my first call.
Hell yeah.
Promise.
I'm on your team. And listen, I don't know why, but I'm part of that Facebook group.
Yeah.
No clue why. If you're nowhere near the softball Hall of Fame, I promise you, I shouldn't even know it exists.
No, there's definitely, I don't put myself on those
the
levels.
reality is, like, slow pitch softball, I probably got 10, 15 more good years of it, decent years of it. Maybe I should just stick to that.
I mean,
Get good at slow pitch softball.
It's just like you said with baseball. Like if I could just see my friends that I've met through that game, like I would never even come near the diamond again.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
but
for so long, I was a starter on every team I was on, and then I got older, and I got older, and I got older, and then I was just happy to be in the dugout.
Yeah,
I was just happy
like
to be I'm out there. I'm the guy out there stepping out to warm up right field, between innings, and I love that shit. I'm the guy that's protecting the fucking bullpen. You know what I mean? And just happy to be there with my homies.
I'm trying to read.
I'd almost rather
these
do some of
comments
that
too.
stuff,
Dylan Hale.
Oh, Dilly.
Doesn't take much, but I'm not sure what he's referring to.
Oh, probably be better than me. Dylan played third for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan's one of those dudes I never had to worry about. Like, Dylan had my back regardless.
He says, is he saying it doesn't take much to get in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's saying it doesn't take much to be better than me.
Oh, that's
Dylan's
fair.
saying.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's Dylan. But yeah, Dylan played third for us, and like I said, Dylan's one of those dudes. Like he's one of the guys I'm going to miss this year.
If I didn't have 2 metal knees and a metal hip, I'd fucking be in there, dude. I'm afraid that I'm headed for metal knees and a metal hip,
Probably.
but I'm probably not going to stop either. Why would I?
Yeah.
Laughing emoji from Dylan.
Yes.
There.
So
One more thing that we talked about talking about is
Dylan.
the small business. You've got a small business.
So yeah, it's extremely small.
And I'm not going to lie, I don't know this.
Yeah.
I don't know a
So,
thing about this.
so it was a few years ago. Like you said, we kind of grew up the same way. I feel like not a whole bunch of extra money.
Yeah.
So like anytime, like if I had a baseball glove break, like I had to figure it out.
Oh, I know this.
Right.
I think you talked about it.
Like
I do know this now.
I had to figure it out. So now I have started fixing baseball gloves like on the side for everyone. Like I've redone them, I've fixed them.
Glove repair, restring.
Yeah, so it's
everything?
just I say glove repair, but like I can't sew them back together. Like if you rip the palm, like I can't sew it.
Yeah.
But as far as like relacing, like I've relaced everything from the $40 Walmart glove to the $200 A2000. Like I have like right now in my thing, Adam Fish gave me a Nakona softball glove. Like I have a Nakona catcher's glove in my bag in my truck right now.
Yeah. I got a couple. There's nothing wrong with them. But you can check them out when we leave, dude. They're pretty.
Yeah,
I got some pretty sweet gloves in my truck. I carry them everywhere I go.
Yeah, so I actually like I said,
Never know
I
when you're
fixed
gonna need to play
everything.
catch.
My first baseman's glove is a good old Rawlings.
Yep, nothing wrong with
It's a
them.
good old Rawlings. My fielder's glove is a Nakona,
Yeah,
but got a good old Rawlings for my first baseman's glove. Love it.
love them.
Love
Those things
it.
are great, and like there are so many different good gloves out there. But yeah, so I fixed. I mean, I bet I fixed 50 plus gloves this summer.
Oh yeah, dude.
So I mean,
I like to get mine relaced just for like cosmetics, just for
100%.
something cool.
So like I can get up to like 60 colors.
Oh yeah, I might have
Or-
you relace mine.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we can get together. I'll get it
Yeah,
to. I'll get it to you.
I'll have you look at them out there and to see what would look cool.
Yeah, no problem.
Why you
And-
never use it?
Yeah, I do.
So
Me and Dan
yeah.
Man play catch all the time.
So I just started, and people are like, so we went to Florida this year, and I watched a guy down there work on gloves, and then I saw his price list.
Yeah.
He was twice as much as I was. I was like, I would feel bad to charge somebody that much money to fix this.
Damn.
It was $120 to relace it. I was like, holy shit, is he trying to retire off that? I'm like, I'm $60. I'll be transparent, completely honest.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
I
like-
make, by the time I order leather and by the time I get it in and by the time I fix it, I make like 25 to 30 bucks.
Yeah.
What I make. But I don't want
How
to
many?
do-
How long does it take?
so I'm getting better. I used to have to like unlace them and relace them and unlace them and relace them. Now I'm just like cutting them. So now I'm probably hour and 15, hour and 30 to do it.
Okay.
Completely. That
ain't bad.
That was start to finish.
So
Yeah,
your
yeah.
profit $25 an hour.
Right. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't want to do your glove one time and you'd be like, man, that guy was way too high.
Right.
I mean, I want to do
You-
your
you like,
glove.
if
and
I
I want
break-
you to tell your friend and
Yeah.
I want him to tell his friend. So again, I'm referencing Adam Fish. He told me one time, because if you ever go to county to eat food, like it's reasonably priced.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't want you going to McDonald's to get a cheeseburger
And then bringing it here.
and then bringing it here.
Right.
He goes, I want you to buy it from here.
Yeah.
You know, he goes,
Sure.
so what if I make, I'm just throwing numbers for easy. He goes, so what if I make $2 a burger?
He's done a good job out there.
Oh yeah. He goes, I'm going to get people coming in getting 3 or 4 burgers a day. So I'm going to make my $8.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, and I'm still, making money, but yeah, I'm not going to get you one time. I'm going to get you every time you're hungry.
That's kind of like.
And he has some legit food.
I had a catering gig pop up this weekend. That's kind of how I am. Like I try to be cheaper than everyone else, right? Because it's not like my full time job.
Exactly.
And like a lot of people stress about how much some of that shit costs, and it's like, and I like when I price it, I'm like, I'm still making a hefty amount, right? But it's like,
so yeah. So go back to the glove thing. Let me ask you guys, because you guys are pretty intelligent gentlemen. So like I said, we
Decent.
grew. Well, listen. So like I said, we grew up the same way, right? So I thought about taking any and all baseball gloves anyone has, broken, not broken, broken in, not broken in, taking them and fixing them, repairing them, and giving it to a kid that can't afford it.
like yeah, or even a kid that can't afford a good glove, right? Like
Right. I mean, like a glove that, like a good. I'm not talking like, oh, I have a Rawlings and I want an A2000, not like that. I'm talking like I have a Walmart like $20, $15 like Easton or whatever. Okay, well I have this just TPS or TPX baseball glove. Like here you go. You know what I mean? Like switch me out. I mean, because I want to help all the kids play baseball and all the girls play softball. You know what I mean? And then like what I was saying is if anyone out there or any of my friends have an extra baseball glove at home that they're not using, that is like Cody Clip called me and said, hey man, I got a glove in the closet. You can have it if you want it. I'm like, cool. Well, I have a baseball glove to play catcher Langdon with. I'll give it to someone else. He's like, I don't care. Do what you want with it. He said, I'm not doing anything with it. You know what I mean? And then like, if you didn't have gloves to donate and you wanted to like donate some money for like laces, like honestly, I do pretty well financially. I don't have to steal this money from anyone.
Right.
But it's obviously a trust thing. Yeah. But I mean, if you like, say you want to send me $20, hey man, here's like leather for money for leather. You know what I mean? Like I would do that, take that money, buy laces and fix gloves. You know what I mean? For the kids that can't afford it or the kids that need it.
Well, and that might hinder some kids from even trying out, right?
Well, so
they don't want to put their parents in a predicament of having
Nikki
to buy
Compton
it.
in the comments said the same thing. She was like, I'm sure there are plenty of people that would play ball if they had equipment. Not me, but for the children.
Yeah, and then what would you guys? You think that would be a good thing to do? Like that's what I'm asking. Is you think that would be a good thing to promote?
I think it would be.
I obviously I have a Facebook page. I thought about going and making a live video and saying,
What's the
hey,
Facebook page called?
It's just called Jimmy's Glove Repair.
Jimmy's Glove Repair.
Yeah. So like I said,
I've never seen that.
Dude, do you have like a shirt that just says Jimmy on it?
No.
I feel like you need that.
I did have
like a
work
mechanic
shirt.
shirt.
Like a shop
it
shirt,
says Jimmy.
Yeah. So I had a
You know what
shirt
I mean?
made that has just on the front. It's just Jimmy's Glove Repair. And it's just a big shirt, but there's only one. It's a one of one. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm sure if the guys on the podcast wanted some,
maybe we can get some.
I mean,
Dude.
absolutely, dude.
You know what I mean?
We need to refresh the wall or get more shirts.
We'll get it signed by Jimbo himself.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
100%.
of shirts on the wall, I want you to take notice, Tyler, of the one behind you. Move your body a little bit. It's move your microphone up. Yeah, it's that pink one over there that says Second String Media on it.
I have that one here in my pocket.
You own one of those.
Yeah.
Yet never show up to our softball games.
I came to like 2.
One.
Okay.
You came to the first one we ever played.
Yeah.
And you coached third base, and it was awesome.
I did.
Yeah.
I was busy, dude. My schedule.
You stay busy.
My schedule, and I fucking hate it. But like this weekend, the catering, the thing that came, like it's just like, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, man, I really wasn't going to do any more of these for the rest of the year, right? I'm trying to slow down on them just to have more time with Amelia and Allie. Sure. But it's like they're in a pinch, right? Like I feel bad for not doing it, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it. But yeah, my schedule just stays fucking busy, dude, and it's so bad.
Here's the thing, and Jimmy, I don't know a person in town who wouldn't trust you with their glove.
Right. I was more talking like the money.
No, I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if I had a glove problem and I knew you were a glove guy, I'm going to you.
And the funny thing is
if I got a food problem, I'm coming to you, Tyler.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is that's how I've grown my little side. What I call a side hustle. It's just completely word of mouth.
That's how I am.
Amy Taylor Kidd or Amy Kidd. I think she's married now. Amy Kidd. Like she was like, I said something to her, and she's like, "You should just do this all the time." And I'm like, She goes, "No, really." I'm like, "All right, cool." All right. So she started telling people. Other people started telling people, and like it is.
So Nikki Compton says, "Sean, I'll retire my glove for this." Also, so you'll quit asking me to play. First of all, Nikki, I think it's great that you're going to donate your glove. It's amazing. Second of all, I have plenty of gloves, okay? So I'm going to keep asking you to play.
Yeah, and honestly,
gonna happen.
I have a couple at home she could probably have.
No. I mean, she wants to give hers away.
I think,
Right.
yeah,
So that I
think
won't
have-
ask her
I
to play
think I
anymore,
have a glove or two at home.
which is wonderful, Nikki. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll have to
amazing.
look. I'll have to look when I get home. But
Yeah,
I have a glove
100%.
or
And
two.
like I said, I mean, and I don't mind. And I'm not talking like just in Bartholomew County.
Yeah.
I mean, like I talked to a guy that I guess there's a thing in Hope that they do, like a Hope closet or something, like kind of the same thing.
Very cool.
And I tried to hook up with them, like just
Still
to see how
Bartholomew
they did
County,
it. Yeah,
but-
yeah. I tried to just see how they did it, like because it was kind of the same
Yeah.
thing. But I'm like, I don't care if you got a guy that lives in Brownstown and says, "Hey, man, this kid just needs a glove."
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not here to do it in just this county. Like,
Sure.
yeah.
Like all I ask is just meet me.
Want to spread the love
Yeah,
and joy of
100%.
baseball.
Like,
It wasn't, yeah, and that, like some kids that don't want to ask their parents to buy them a glove, right? They're like, that's
Yeah.
expensive. I don't want to ask that of my parents, so they just don't try out, right?
Right.
They could be fucking good,
Right.
exactly.
or and it could, even if they're not good, it could be something just for them to do,
For
right?
them to do.
Keeps them out of
For them
trouble.
to fall in love with.
But
like,
yeah, and they just don't want to.
like I've never been what I would call good at baseball. I was decent,
Right.
but I loved it. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My parents signed me up when I was a kid. Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
And it's the love of my life, really. Cleats too, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, you're just trying to get out of play with Sean, but
Right.
whatever you want, because you can play in tennis shoes. Ask me how I know. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
but
Right.
yeah,
Ask me how I
and
know.
anything. I mean, I have a couple catcher's gloves at home. I
That's
got
my
some baseball
favorite.
gloves at home. Like,
I love playing on the turf fields where even the dirt is turf.
dude, you should have been
Fucking
in Florida.
Tennis shoes all day long.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, turf.
Tennis.
I hate playing on
Not
turf
even
because
turf
it's
shoes.
fucking hot.
It is hot.
Not the field turf. You get on that field turf.
Really? Because
No, bro.
we play a lot of baseball games at like Chittard High School and Center Grove High School.
Yeah.
Both full field turf. And if it's hot outside,
My
that
feet,
motherfucker's
my
a
feet
radiator.
are fucking hot, dude.
But I play
but-
on that shit in my tennis shoes, in my regular ass Air Maxes.
Maybe it's just because I didn't get to go very far off the dugout, but
you said you got into the cold there, dude.
yeah, I got to stay on the.
I was
cold
out in the middle of
concrete.
center field, dude. My feet were like burning alive or whatever, right field, wherever in the outfield. So my feet were
Right.
so fucking. I'm like, dude, get me out of this shit.
Yeah, maybe it's because I didn't get too
I
far.
want to
off
play
the
barefoot,
concrete.
dude.
Well, speaking of being at sports games, we got one more story we got to tell Jimmy.
Oh God,
You promised us
I promised.
that you would tell the story of how you got kicked out of your son's basketball game.
yeah, I wasn't even a coach. And I
Are
got
you
thrown
one of
out.
those parents? Are you one of those parents?
I try not to be, but you know
That ref was blind as a bat, wasn't he?
Oh, 100%.
I love it when parents become part of the game.
But the bad thing is like
You know what? You fucking hate it when parents become part
I
of the
know,
game.
and the bad thing is like I've reffed myself, like I've
Yeah.
reffed and I've umpired,
Yeah.
and I'm like, God, I hate it, but I did it. I got thrown out of a middle school basketball game as a parent.
I love it. Middle school game, even.
Oh yeah, it was just
Okay.
an 8th grade game. I got thrown out of an 8th grade game.
Okay. Talk about
Yeah,
it.
so I'm not even gonna tell the school. Anyway, we went to the school the other night to watch the game. We were getting homered a little bit, you know, a couple bad calls, this and that. I didn't really say much then. And kid, towards the end, kid kind of puts his hands up in the air and he's just like walking back and forth. Like, obviously it was in front of my kid. So I was like, hey, I said, that's a freaking, I didn't even say freaking. I said, hey, that's a moving screen. You got to call that. And the guy just goes, yep, my time. Get that guy out of here. I'm like, you're soft as Charmin and terrible to boot.
Oh god.
Yeah, so that was, I mean, I didn't cuss, I didn't scream, but obviously my voice travels and I'm a little louder than
Fucking
everybody
10
else.
ply, bud.
Yeah, I did. I looked him straight in the face. I said, you're
that-
soft as
that-
Charmin and terrible to boot.
That's like the thing I hate about watching like high school. And you just see they're like the refs are the other team's best fucking player. And
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
dude, like you're like I understand missing a couple, but goddamn, like this is blatant
Oh,
as
yeah.
shit, and you're just watching it. Like,
And that's the thing is like, I don't expect middle school kids to be, or middle school referees like to be the best.
the best, yeah.
Well, they are supposed to be IHSAA certified, though.
I don't think so. Not for middle school, bud. Not 1A middle schools.
I think even
not
elementary-
one
I
A
think-
middle school.
Not one. We don't got no D1 kids going here.
Well, I mean, I do think I think that's a thing. They
I
have
think
to be, though.
I think only high school, like
Yeah.
like high school stuff, like for middle school and stuff. Because like I mean, we would umpire some of those fucking games at HSP, right? Like
Yeah.
he'd have like baseball kids.
Yeah,
doing
but
it.
like, this is for like a school though. You know what I mean, like this is a school to school.
yeah, but I still
traveled.
don't think they're. I
No,
think
I
they're
don't-
just like some dudes that are like, yeah, let's be umpires.
No, I didn't. And like I said, and what made it worse is
Dude,
the
that sounds
gym,
like that sounds like a
the
movie.
gym was
Dylan
so
says
quiet.
some things never change.
Shut up, Dylan. I was probably on your side.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I love it.
before we were rudely interrupted by Dylan, like the gym was quiet.
Oh yeah, dude. Everyone just watching the game.
Fart. Oh yeah, and I was
Everyone's
like,
trying to watch, and Jimmy's out here, motherfucker. Just yelling,
that's the
dude.
thing is like I told it because obviously like I had to have a meeting with the athletic director because I got thrown out of a game. Oh yeah, I went all on it, dude. So
Oh, God, dude.
I was like, I never cussed. I'm like, I never yelled. I'm like, I just spoke up, and then you could hear a mouse fart in the gym. Like it was bad. I'm like, and the bad thing is like their fans on the way out were like, yeah, he's bad. I'm like, I know. I just wanted to tell him about it. So
Yeah, he's bad.
Even their fans were like, yeah, fuck that guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was like, now I don't know if it was like to make me feel good or they were being for real.
I'm not going to call out. You didn't say the school name, so I'm not going to say the school name. But I will tell you right now, you don't go to that small town and fuck around.
No, you don't come
You
to
don't
ours.
do it.
Come to
You
ours.
don't do it.
But I was like,
Sven, how you
oh,
doing?
my God.
Said my boy Tyler on show.
Yeah, dude.
Look
I
at that
saw
beautiful mane. Look at it.
Dude, it's
Give him a
good.
shake. Yeah. Yeah.
him. It's long.
It
really
long.
is.
Like
Yeah, long as
it's
shit.
real long, dude.
Yeah.
It's almost time to get a perm and fucking go straight 90s on these bitches.
Do it. You won't do it.
I need to find
So-
someone to give me a perm.
I was told, I'm not going to mention names, but I was told the other night that for the time being, at least, I am not allowed to go down to just the stash, which I want to do.
Why would you ever want to go down to just a stash? I do it
Because-
when I'm making a joke, dude.
Because
I
wanna
do it
go-
when I'm making a joke. Like that's
I had
not
a guy at
something.
work that did it.
That's
I had
not
a guy at
something that
work
you
that did
do,
it.
dude.
I had a guy
I
at
was-
work, dude, you talk about like the 90s cops. I have a guy at work. Dude, I'll try to get you a picture tomorrow. I'm telling you, or Friday because he works Friday. I'm telling you, dude, he has a woolly worm like for like Magnum PI.
I shave
mustache.
everything but my stash, and I mean, like, dude, it's not good.
I got to
Do
tell
you
you
see all
about
my
this.
chins? All my chins are hanging out, dude. And it's just like a little.
Oh yeah.
I was given, and I won't say a name because that's rude.
Right.
But I've been out with this particular person a couple times, and there's a chance I may have had a few rules laid out to me. I forgot. I forgot the third rule. And I cannot think of the third rule for the life of me. But rule number 1 was, if she pees her pants, I then have to immediately pee my pants.
Fair enough, dude.
I got to be honest. I respect it. Rule 2.
You know, you get $3,500 for shitting your pants in a wreck, right?
Yeah.
If you get in a wreck and you shit your pants, $3,500.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh look, dude. Here's my shitty beard. Look at that.
That's
Oh,
terrible.
God.
Put it in the
It's-
camera.
it was
Put it in the
pretty
camera
bad,
now.
dude.
Put it in the camera.
Oh, dude. Hold
You
on.
look
I
like
got that beat.
I mean, it wasn't really that bad in this
You
picture
look
though.
like fucking. You're like.
Oh no, yours
you're
has
like,
yours has
hello,
bad beards.
I'm here to take your virginity.
Wait. What ethnicity is that? Was that like Norwegian?
Norwegian kind
I'm
of.
from
Yeah.
from Oslo or whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
from Oslo.
I've
We
got-
only like electric cars.
I've got one better than that. Hold
Yeah,
on,
dude,
Tyler.
look,
I'm
there
looking
it
for
is.
it. I'm looking for it.
Oh, that's a clean shaven, just the stash, Tyler.
I'm not
show.
putting that one in the camera.
No, do it. Do
No.
it. Do it, you pussy. Yeah, it's just that guy will steal your fucking girl. That guy will steal
hey,
your fucking girl.
So one year, me and somebody got some together and we like, of course I had like long beard, right? And he's like, we're cutting our beard for turkey season.
What was this, Sean B?
What the? He's like, we're cutting our beard for turkey season. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I
Yeah, that's
cut.
pretty good too.
So
That was
I,
at my wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I cut. Literally had a beard like this long, and I just took a shaver and just right down through here, and then right down through here, and right down through the center, and I had like the long chops, and it bothered me.
So-
but look, dude, I cut and left the chops. Look at those. Here, I'll show you. Look, and I'll
Look.
put it there.
Oh, perfect.
Look at that.
That's great.
Yes,
That is absolutely great.
yes.
I did that. I did that when
Those
I
are the
shaved
chops
when
for
I
turkey
shaved
season.
when I shaved my big ugly beard off. That's what I did.
Ah, you got to show that one too.
No,
Do
I
it.
look like
Oh, that's
I look
awesome.
like
Do
I
it.
look like
That's
fucking,
awesome.
I look like fucking
you look
Colonel
like,
Mustard.
You look
dude.
like you keep a chick in the basement.
fucking Colonel Mustard.
She
dude.
better get the fucking shampoo right. Whoa, that's not the right one.
Puts the
There we
lotion
go.
on the skin.
Put Colonel Mustard with the candlestick.
Oh God,
Yeah, dude.
I've had some.
Yeah.
I've had some.
Number
bad.
one rule: she pees her pants. I got to pee my pants.
I'm down for it.
Rule number 2 was I'm not allowed to go down to just a mustache. I have to.
Here's
That
another one,
is
dude.
weird.
This is oh yeah, that's my one. Is Alan
Yes,
Jackson? Alan
that is
Jackson.
Never
totally
mind.
Alan
Put
Jackson.
that in the camera.
No.
This guy will fucking steal your girl.
Alan
Yes,
Jackson.
100%.
Alan Jackson. For
He is
Halloween.
on the
Yeah.
Chattahoochee.
Dude, he is
That
way
guy is. Always looking for a grape snow cone.
You never really know how fat you are until you shave all your facial hair off.
Yes.
Never
Then
knew
you're
how
like,
much that
son
muddy
of
water
a-
Probably the
made
coolest
to
guy I
me.
ever got to meet.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, I got to meet Hank Parker.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, for real. Got to meet Hank Parker.
You-
The coolest guy.
Yeah.
Oh, so, Dylan's talking all this crap on there. Let me tell you a story about what Dylan did.
Okay.
Dylan and I did. You're going to laugh at this.
I can't wait.
So we went to a friend's wedding. No name dropping here. Right. And they were like, hey, you guys got to be done by 11. Because it was like the venue was right next to their house or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, like 11 o'clock comes around. Of course, Dylan and I have had too many Mick Ultras.
Dunkin' iced coffees.
No. These are a little heavier than that. Too many Mick Ultras. And they were like, you guys got to be done. Dylan goes, what the fuck? He goes, that's it. I'm peeing in their mailbox. I go, fuck it. Sounds like a great idea. So Dylan,
peeing in their mailbox.
I hope Dylan is still in there. Dylan and I peed in these people's mailbox at 11:15 at night. Why? I have no idea. It was a great idea at the time. So yeah. keep
First of
talking,
all, that
Dylan.
was never a great idea.
Well, it wasn't like in their mailbox where they put the mail. It was like in the bottom, like in their little planter thing. You know?
Oh, well, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like
You're
people were
not
like, "Oh my
peeing in
god,
the
you peed in
mailbox. What are
mailbox."
you even doing?
Well, it was like in their planter, man.
You're not going to show that guy anything except for greener plants in his
No,
fucking
dude,
planter.
there was enough beer. We probably killed their flowers. Because I got there at 9 o'clock, and I bet I had 12 beers before 11:45.
Yeah.
I used to.
Gone.
Do you ever see any of the ugly Christmas sweaters I used to build?
Yeah.
You used to
Dude.
build them?
Yeah. So
Dude,
like,
we hang out at those parties.
That's hilarious.
like that. This is my favorite one, dude.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
And then you had Barbie stripper one.
Yeah, you
So
can't.
did you
You
do-
can't
so you just
you
put
gotta
that
put
on
them
the
in the
front?
camera.
They were 3-dimensional.
You got to put them in the camera.
They're 3-dimensional.
Yeah. Barbie stripper. Oh, no, you built the Barbie stripper one for Bud.
I built all 3 of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I never
Good
did anything
stuff.
cool like that.
Yeah.
I don't get into
Yeah, that was
ugly
good
Christmas.
stuff.
That was my favorite one, dude.
I'm ugly enough.
Santa with dude, he's getting it.
So yeah, you guys think I should just like go live on my Facebook page and just tell everybody? Say,
Yeah,
hey,
I
this
would
is
do
what-
that.
Say, hey, this is what I'm doing for gloves for kids.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Either
Like-
go live. I mean, you can go live, but I would also support that with videos, like just videos that people can watch on demand.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like 'cause-
live is great.
Well, yeah, because I think you can go back and watch the lives like
You
on a
can.
page. Like you can go back and watch
You
it
can.
live
I
because it
think
wouldn't be a
people are-
long video.
I just think people are less apt to do that. I've learned that videos at about 1 minute
Right.
get the most kind of
Yeah, I mean,
traction.
I would just be straight to the point. Hey, this is what I'm doing. This
Yep.
is why I'm doing it. This is my Venmo in case you want to send me money, or I have Cash App, or I have
Yep.
PayPal.
You have Cash App? What are you, 4?
No, it's because the lady that cleans my house has Cash App, and that's how I pay her.
Perfect.
But I just have Venmo and PayPal. That's what I,
I need
really
one
use.
of those.
Dude.
I could probably hook you up.
I need a lady that cleans my house.
Yeah, I mean, she does a great job. She comes in, does my dishes, cleans, does my,
See,
takes
I
my
don't
laundry.
want her in my kitchen though.
She'll just do whatever because
Just 'cause I
see,
gotta-
she doesn't go into like my middle bedroom is like my hunting room.
Your
It's
sex
just-
dungeon. You're like, don't
No,
open
I
that
ain't gotta like
door.
that. I ain't gotta like that.
Once you open that door, there
it's
ain't
got,
no
like-
coming back.
It's got like my camo in it and got
Yeah.
my archery table. So like
Right.
it's just a freaking mess. And so I'm like, hey, don't worry about that. Don't worry about my.
Why does everyone have a middle bedroom?
I don't know because
My grandma's house. It's like, oh, put it in the middle bedroom. You know, like,
Yeah, I have
a
and it
middle
wasn't even the bedroom in the middle.
Mine is the
Yeah.
bedroom in the middle. So like literally, if you walk down the hall of my house, it goes my living room, my bathroom, my dining room, and then it goes my bedroom, the middle bedroom, and then the kitchen. So like it's literally the middle bedroom.
Yeah. See, hers was like at my grandma's house. It's the first bedroom in the hallway. They call it the middle bedroom. I think probably because it's in the middle of the house. I don't know.
No, mine's in the middle of the like.
Dude,
mine's in the
look
middle.
at this is high school Tyler with my first iPhone ever,
Wow.
dude.
Show it.
Dude, look.
Dude, you guys
Show
are gonna
it.
make me go way back.
Show it.
Hold on.
When I was a young boy,
Dude.
my father took
Yeah.
me into the city.
We were talking about old iPhones, dude.
That
That was the
dude was
iPhone 3GS or whatever.
That dude
I
was
didn't
in
even
touch
have
with
that
his
one.
emotions. That dude was
Hold on. Now
absolutely
you're
in
gonna
touch
make me
with
go
his
back.
emotions.
Yeah, he was in touch with his emotions.
God, Tyler, you're gonna make me go back and look at my high school shit
Dude,
Just
I
'cause it's
don't even know
funny.
why I have that picture still.
just because it's funny.
I know why you have it. You remember what you could have been, but instead you decided to get grizzly.
What do you mean? I remember what
Girl,
I could
but
have been.
fucking, you could have been a very, very attractive emo kid.
This was
Emo
this was
kid.
me. This is me. This is my senior picture in my yearbook.
See, emo kids don't age. Oh, look at that guy. That guy definitely stole your girl.
Oh my
Good
god,
stuff.
dude, look at
Good
that, Tyler.
stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's like 12.
Oh my god. You need to get on next time you're on YouTube. Look
Yeah.
up Bull Creek Wrestling.
Really?
Dude, it's like some like dudes in Kentucky, like in this small ass little town
Here you go.
of probably like 30 people, and they do some shit. Oh, hell yeah,
There you
dude. Them
go.
fucking old Hauser jerseys. I'm pretty sure I wore that same jersey.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going back, I've got to show. I showed this
Yeah.
picture on Facebook the other
There
day.
you
It's,
go.
my brother and
my
I.
junior prom.
We were very,
Oh, hell
very,
yeah, dude.
very, very young. But that's me and stud younger brother.
You look like
I
you remind
You
me.
look like you want to choke him.
everybody's
you-
like, you don't age. I was
Yeah.
like, I
There you go.
totally
There's the
age.
junior prom picture. Oh God, look at that.
See what's
Terrible.
fucked up? You want to know something fucked up?
What?
You look like Caleb in that picture.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got some other ones too. They're like terrible.
Show and tell.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we are about
Anything
done,
else you want
boys.
to ask me? You got out here last time. You
We're
didn't,
about done. Well, shit, we've been an hour and a half.
dude. And I could still go on. Here you go.
I know you can.
Keisha being a bully.
Keisha is a bully.
Yeah, Keisha is a bully to
Love her.
everyone.
Love her, but total bully.
Yes.
Tyler, me, you got anything you want to say before we take off?
I don't think so, dude. It's great seeing the world in clear vision.
Here you go.
I bet.
One more, Sean.
Okay.
Clean face, Jimmy.
I love it. Show it the camera. Clean
face
face
Jimmy.
Jimmy. I don't think I've ever. That's
Clean
before
face
I
Jimmy.
met you because
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think I've
that's-
ever
Dude,
seen
you
you.
look,
with
you're
a
like
clean
one of those
face.
people that look totally different without a beard. Like you can't even
Yeah.
tell who you are, really.
Yeah. Here's that's not a very good one.
Hi, Marcy. How are you?
Hell yeah, dude.
Marcy's
No.
another one. We gotta get Marcy and Guy in here on the podcast.
Yeah.
We talked about it. I'm start taking fucking notes.
Taking notes.
notes.
Taking names.
Jimmy, you got anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Dude, I think I've had just as much fun this time as I did the first time.
Yeah, dude, we always have a good time.
Yeah,
together.
like-
we appreciate you.
I know we've talked about all my accolades, which you got.
Well, that's what we want to do.
I know, and I
wanna
appreciate it.
highlight
I just
the
try to stay
wonderful
humble.
people of this city.
Yeah.
No, there's no humility in this room.
Yeah, like I don't think people think I'm pulling my own chain. Like,
Yeah, no.
I pull my own chain.
We'll pull your
sometimes.
chain for you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I'll pull your chain with both hands.
whoa, you don't need that. But yeah, like I said, I mean,
You
I
don't need both hands.
just hope there's enough to talk about so I can come back again.
Hey,
Yeah, dude.
Dylan says, see you on the 21st.
Oh yeah, that's a Christmas party. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna go to jail again.
He was actually very
Did-
nice in that
did-
one. He said, good shit, guys.
Oh,
He was nice. And
Thanks,
you're like,
Dill.
I'm going to kick his ass.
you gotta
says
know
go
me
to
and
jail
Dylan.
again.
We appreciate you, Dylan.
Yeah, you gotta know me and Dylan's like friendship.
right.
It's back and forth.
Gotta have
It's like
it.
the brother.
You
thing.
got to have it in your life.
So it's like the brother thing. Like I can call you whatever I want, but no one else is gonna call you that because we're gonna fight. Like,
Right.
Like,
Absolutely.
Like that's how Dylan and I
Yep.
are.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
Tyler and I finish each other's
sandwiches.
Sentences?
yeah
Oh, I thought it was sentences.
sandwiches.
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a potato.
I've heard it.
But
both
how do you
ways.
guys
I've
finish
heard
this?
it both ways.
Well, how do you finish your sandwiches if you're a germaphobe? Does he eat the rest of it and you just
Yeah,
start
I
it?
start. He finishes.
Okay.
I finished his
I got you.
sandwiches.
I got you. That's
Yeah,
how it
yeah.
is.
We don't Lady in the Tramp, but he couldn't do it.
I could do it.
You just quit too early,
I mean, that's
Would he
my,
quit or
that's
finish?
my,
Or
that's-
not early
that's-
enough.
That's more my speed.
or not early enough.
Well, for Tyler, me, and Jimmy Norton, my name is Sean B, and I'm getting the hell out of here. You guys have a wonderful night.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Hey, can I say hi to Joel Williams?
you can
He's
say hi to
messaged me the whole
anybody you
time.
want.
Anybody knows Joel Williams?
I don't think I know.
Joel Williams is
Joel
the nicest
Williams.
guy you'll ever meet in your life. And old Joseph, I worked with him, and I'm sorry, he messaged me.
Yeah.
He stopped watching a minute ago, but just want to say what's up to Joel.
Joel Williams?
Oh, yeah.
Shout out.
You see Joel.
Shout out.
if
Shout
you
out to
ever-
the commenters tonight, Nikki,
Yeah.
Marcy, Dylan, all kinds of good people in the comments. Jeff Dole, you're an absolute stud. We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye.
Yeah, if you guys ever.